you in a relationship.
Seriously?
That's what it looked like.
Seriously?
Later.
Oh, go yourself.
No.
I'm not ready to get married. You don't even know what a marriage is, Ed.
Leave the ring and pack your stuff and move out. You're not ready to get married.
Did you or did you not just say I have not spoken to her?
Me no speak English.
What the I don't think I have any more respect.
Let me have my ring back.
Oh.
Wow.
The relationship of popular 90-Day Fiancé couple Big Ed and Liz has been a roller coaster of emotions, marked by dramatic highs, crushing lows, and more twists and turns than you can imagine. What was it like for the couple throughout their TV journey? Let's dive inside their turbulent relationship and find out.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh my God.
Good.
To the restroom.
You gonna go to the bathroom? You know where it's at?
Yes.
Don't forget your mask.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. She's a totally hot waitress manager. She's 28 years old. I like her because she's very independent.
Love, as they say, can blossom in the most unexpected places. Big Ed first appeared on season 4 of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days and was immediately drawn towards the ever-charming Liz. For 2 months, he harbored a secret crush on her before finally asking her out at a San Diego restaurant in early 2021.
So, hey, I think you're amazing. And I want to ask you out on a date so we can get to know each other. Are you busy tomorrow night?
Yes.
How about lunch tomorrow?
Brunch?
Brunch, I love it.
Brunch. Okay.
Okay, I'll take it.
From there, the romance blossomed and their love story was chronicled in season 1 of 90 Day The Single Life, but was this a smooth sailing romance? Well, the couple grabbed instant public buzzing, but their journey was equal parts passionate and dramatic with its fair share of intense moments.
That she's being that upfront with me, that look, I'm letting you know that I have issues that I'm working on. But I am curious to know what that baggage is. Liz is telling me that she's been divorced twice. I didn't even know that. So I'm a little bit worried about that.
Liz and Ed's relationship was doomed from the start, a shipwreck waiting to happen. Cracks began to show early on as their fundamental differences proved too vast to navigate. Tensions escalated sharply when Ed's daughter, Tiffany, harbored a deep dislike for Liz. To make matters worse, Liz overheard Tiffany's bad-mouthing her.
My daughter and her friend, apparently they were talking shit about Liz.
But how did she overhear? She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me.
Okay.
She booked her flight and left me the next morning, all by myself.
No.
Yes.
The fragile truce between Liz and Ed shattered, replaced by a tense standoff. This incident triggered a tidal wave of emotions in Ed, dragging him back to the heartbreak he suffered with Rose. It was as if the past had clawed its way back, leaving him grappling with a fresh wave of PTSD.
Sitting in this hotel room, all by myself, I felt like I was back in the Philippines when Rose and I broke up.
You lie me again and again and again and again, so I'm done.
Big Ed's dream of finding love seemed to be crumbling before his very eyes. Just 3 short weeks into the relationship, their fragile connection lay in tatters. Although Liz returned back, her homecoming was far from joyous. Ed braced himself for a tidal wave of complaints, a sign of the rocky road that lay ahead.
I finally have met someone that wants to be with me, and we're building this relationship, and then 3 weeks later, this happens.
Liz saw things through a different lens, colored by her own recent heartbreak. Tiffany's animosity felt like a fresh wound, a painful reminder of her own romantic woes. Disrespected and hurt, Liz prepared to tell her side of the story.
Dinner with Tiffany was tense. I definitely didn't feel comfortable talking to her. I heard Tiffany and the comments the friend was saying, giggling, chatting, can't you just find someone your age? I was sitting right next to her. It was very disrespectful. Asking me what was going on. I didn't want to open up about it, but he kept pushing for it, and that bothers me. It really does bother me.
The emotional whirlwind proved too much to bear. Liz and Ed, battered by their own baggage and Tiffany's meddling, called it quits just weeks after embarking on their ill-fated romance. Yet the curtain hadn't fallen entirely. As viewers of reality TV know all too well, sometimes the most dramatic breakups pave the way for even more explosive reunions.
With Ed and Liz.
we see you guys are sitting not together today.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? You were making plans to move in together. What happened?
We broke up a month ago today. Ed loves to rush our relationship. When we finally became a couple,
Incompatibility reared its ugly head and the couple went their separate ways. But TLC's keen eye for drama wasn't done with them yet. By August 2021, they'd rekindled their flame, their love story finding a new platform, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. This time, viewers would get a front row seat to another dramatic chapter in their ongoing saga.
Basically broke up with her 8 times via text. Shit, they were always text,
as the texter,
right? Eventually, our fighting became too much, so I decided to end it once and for all.
It was on again, off again for about a year and a half prior to that.
no more off and on.
But now we're engaged for real.
In a dramatic attempt to rewrite their love story, Liz and Ed got engaged. However, this unexpected turn of events was orchestrated by a furry friend Ed's beloved dog Teddy. Although Teddy passed away, his memory became an unlikely bridge back to love, paving the way for Ed to rekindle his feelings for Liz.
Teddy passes away, my dog.
He just kept looking at me that night like he knew he was going somewhere. And I woke up and he was gone.
So Liz was one of the very first people to reach out to me.
I just at least needed to show you and you were loved.
One thing led to another.
Yep.
Bow, bang, hello.
The reconciliation was a feel-good moment, a beacon of hope for those who believed in their love story. But for viewers, the real drama had just begun. Ed and Liz's time on screen became a roller coaster ride filled with unexpected twists and turns that kept everyone glued to their seats.
I think there's something there that we need to talk about.
No, there's nothing there.
And I see a friend of Liz grab her by the arm. I know her. She's a lesbian. And this looks like an emotional fight. I'm shocked. I'm like, what's going on here? And I wanna figure out what's going on.
One of their most explosive fights happened in Season 7 of Happily Ever After during their engagement party. Their celebratory moment took a nosedive into chaos when Ed hurled a shocking accusation. He accused Liz of hiding a past lesbian relationship, implying she might not be attracted to him. The accusation hung heavy in the air, leaving Liz devastated and viewers aghast.
You got that relationship.
Seriously?
That's what it looked like.
Seriously?
Later.
Wow, go yourself.
No.
Liz, unable to stomach another moment of humiliation, stormed out of her engagement party. Ed's calls went unanswered and he reached out to the show's producers in a desperate attempt for connection. But just when viewers dared to hope for a shred of regret from Ed, it became clear the blame game was far from over.
Shut the up.
Liz, you're ruining the entire evening for your mom, for your grandma. You are out of control, you're drunk.
I don't give a. You know what? When it comes to Alex, when it comes to the photo shoot, you praised her on her beauty.
The producer-mediated call soon turned into a war zone as a wounded and angry Liz retaliated. Ed's accusations were like a fresh wound, and she fired back, labeling him jealous and insecure. Ed, however, kept clinging to his flimsy justification, a harmless display of affection between Liz and her friend that, in his distorted view, crossed a line.
Drunk, and there was something going on there. She was getting physical with you.
No,
And
she
I tried to
wasn't.
do that.
You tell me that I've gained weight and I gained weight. You know what? Have a good night.
Liz,
You're so
I don't
jealous
mind.
over someone
Liz,
who was
no,
attracted to me.
I'm telling you right now, Liz, until I know everything I need to know about you, I can't marry you. I'm gonna be honest.
And suddenly, the much-anticipated wedding that had everyone buzzing screeched to a halt. Liz and Ed's impending nuptials were left dangling by a thread. Ed pointed the finger at Liz, claiming she wasn't ready to tie the knot. But this only looked like a flimsy excuse to stall their marriage so he could pry into her past relationships.
I'm not ready to get married. You don't even know what a marriage is, Ed.
Leave the ring and pack your stuff and move out. You're not ready to get married. Want to marry you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but until I know till I know everything about you, Liz. I'm not gonna, we can't.
The tensions remained on the rise and the argument sneaked inside the house, a microcosm of their entire relationship. Ed, like a broken record, blatantly repeated his unfounded suspicions about Liz's past lesbian relationship, while she, in turn, called him jealous in a hurt voice.
Liz, maybe I gotta go back with your grandma and grandpa.
Whatever.
I'm serious.
You got jealous over someone who was attracted to me.
Liz, when we split up, you
Nah.
were both men and women. She got physical with you.
When?
And you denied it.
When?
You told me.
You think I'm having a relationship with someone?
The fight escalated from accusations to degradations. What began with questioning Liz's sexuality spiraled into a vicious exchange of insults. Voices rose, laced with anger and a deep sense of betrayal. Liz, no longer willing to be the silent target, unloaded her own grievances, a laundry list of complaints that painted a bleak picture of their dysfunctional dynamic.
I'm not hanging out with anybody because you know what? You don't let me hang out with anybody.
Because they're all trashy. You're just mean.
I mean?
I don't want to be around you.
You're
'cause
insecure.
You're mean. You're saying meanful, hateful things to me. You call me fat. You tell me I have a small whatever. I never called you fat.
Yes, you did. And you don't have a reason to call people fat, by the way.
This explosive fight wasn't an anomaly for Liz and Ed. Their season 7 journey became a monotonous cycle of verbal warfare. Personal attacks morphed into sickening normalcy, with accusations so outlandish they numbed viewers rather than shocked them. Had they lost sight of respect, or worse, had respect ever existed in their volatile relationship?
You told me when you were drunk the other night that you would rather sleep with Alex and her than me.
What do you tell me?
To hurt you back?
Yeah, you tell me the same thing.
I never say that I will sleep with some. I just said
bullshit.
you had a small. Never said that I'm gonna go screw someone else.
I was probably drunk, and I don't remember
It's
saying
not
that.
okay.
The blame game escalated into a daily ritual, with both Liz and Ed arming with verbal daggers and trading insults with increasing ferocity. Then came the bombshell. Ed, in a moment of brutal honesty or perhaps sheer cruelty, declared Liz wasn't the right woman for him.
Sorry for not letting you walk all over me
If I'm
anymore.
with the right woman, I'm not insecure. You're obviously not the right woman.
You should have never put a ring on my finger then.
Well, it's not on your finger
You
now.
made it very clear I'm not the right woman.
Right,
Please
well,
get
it's
out
not
of
on
my
your
face.
finger now because you threw our engagement ring.
I'm asking you nicely to leave.
Oh, please. I'm happy to leave.
Despite the constant barbs and simmering anger, a flicker of vulnerability peeked through the cracks. In the aftermath of their explosive fight, Ed unraveled. A wave of emotions, long suppressed by their toxic dynamic, crashed over him.
I do love her. Yeah, we don't like to fight. Like, Liz said a lot of things.
The marriage was still hanging by a thread, and by the tell-all episode of Season 7, Liz and Ed's relationship resembled a house of cards, teetering on the brink of collapse. The simmering tensions finally boiled over, spilling their drama onto the stage for the audience who had become accustomed to the Liz-Ed roller coaster by then.
She gave me a 2-week ultimatum. Either you marry me in 2 weeks or a commitment, or I'm out. That's exactly what you said.
You commit yourself
You marry me
back
within
into
2 weeks or I'm out of here.
I said you're either all in trying to make this relationship work last
and you have
time
2
or
weeks,
I'm done.
or I'm gonna go be with the other guys. I'm putting myself
I
back on the
said
market.
either-
And you're like, I'm gonna go
And
sleep
date.
around. That's you.
Because you dumped me.
A bombshell detonated during the tell-all when Liz, blindsided by a wave of betrayal, discovered Ed had been secretly keeping in touch with his ex, Rose. Host Sean Robinson, ever the master of dramatic reveals, upped the ante by bringing Rose into the fray via a live call.
Remotely from the Philippines, please welcome Ed's ex, Rose.
Has Ed messaged you or spoken to you the last couple months?
Yeah. Ed always asking me for FaceTime.
Big Ed's web of lies was unraveling before his eyes. As he stammered out a weak justification, Rose dealt the final blow, claiming she had evidence of Ed approaching her in the form of text messages. Exposed and flustered, Ed was left with nowhere to run.
Said that he hasn't spoken to you at all, and then now he's saying he can't remember if he spoke to you.
I didn't.
He messaged me and I have a screenshot.
Okay, well, we have that screenshot.
I hope all is well. You look amazing. She says thanks. He says, I want to come to the Philippines.
The weight of the revelations threatened to crush Liz. Ed's past with Rose, something he had claimed to have buried deep, had unearthed itself in spectacular fashion, faced with the wreckage of his own lies. Ed's coping mechanism malfunctioned, and he decided to joke about the situation in a cheap attempt to deflect from the storm brewing around him.
You just said that you were in communication with her.
Liz, sit down. Jesus
Did
Christ.
he not just say that he hasn't spoken to her? Did you or did you not just say, I have not spoken to her?
Me no speak English.
What the
That's who Liz is.
She's reading, the proof is in the pudding. She's reading the stupid text.
Tell me about that text.
Just
Tell me what
said,
about that text.
The lies and betrayals seemed too much for Liz to bear at that point. Rose, however, wasn't done with the confrontations as she once again called out Ed for lying to Liz. But as it turned out, Ed was still not feeling guilty of anything.
Tired of all the lies and deflection and projection.
I know, alam ko naman na kung nagsasabi ka ng totoo. Gaya ng ginawa mo sa akin, nagsinungaling ka, bakit nagsisinungaling ka din sa kanya kung totoong mahal mo talaga siya?
Denying the fact that I was on a dating website a year and a half ago. I admitted that. I didn't remember if I had texted Rose or not, and Liz and I were broken up.
Sean, the ever-astute host, wasn't the only one blindsided by Ed's tangled web of lies. The entire studio set stunned as the air crackled with disbelief. Sean, channeling the collective outrage, couldn't hold back and launched into a direct confrontation with Ed.
I don't even know it's a lie.
You guys, you're with somebody for 2 years. You broke up 10 times. I don't even know, honestly.
You reach out to Rose. You told me no 3 times that you didn't remember.
I might have been mistaken.
Liz, overwhelmed by the emotional onslaught, could no longer hold back the tears. They streamed down her face, a poignant counterpoint to the escalating drama. But even in this moment of profound vulnerability, Ed's focus remained shockingly self-centered, his mind fixated on a material possession, the engagement ring. This relationship was looking beyond over.
I don't think I have any more respect.
Let me have my ring back.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The tell-all episode proved to be the final act for Liz and Ed's tumultuous relationship. Their fractured love story, battered by lies and explosive confrontations, crumbled predictably once again. Yet for viewers who endured their dramatic cycle, a nagging question lingered: was this truly the end?
I did not think I'd be heading back to San Diego alone, but I needed to live this weekend no matter how hard it was. I needed that to come out. This relationship's not gonna work. Ed and I are done for good this time. I swear, this is the last breakup.
While Liz claimed this was their last breakup, the drama was far from over. The couple reportedly reconciled shortly after and went on to appear in another spin-off 90 Day The Last Resort in mid-2023. It was a supposed last-ditch effort to save their love. Things only seemed to worsen there.
Letting me speak, so
Raise your
I'm
voice.
done talking.
But listen, when you get mad, you
Shut
raise your
up.
voice.
You
Run.
don't let me speak. I am
Run.
running away from you.
Run away, run, run. Where's my coffee?
With a bruised ego and raw emotions, Liz reached out to her mom for solace. Tears streamed down her face as she recounted the ordeal. But her mother wasn't offering tissues. Her advice, it seemed, was laced with fire.
Hey, how are you?
Mom, I'm getting so frustrated. He doesn't ever listen or just let me talk. It's always about him.
In the cold shoulder.
Ed and Liz's relationship, long strained by petty arguments and a constant undercurrent of tension, finally succumbed to the pressure. The rocky road hit a dead end in episode 9 of the 8th season of Happily Ever After, which aired in May.
I have absolutely no idea what I would do next if this is the end. And that scares me.
I think I've been kind of just looking for an excuse.
To call off the wedding?
Big Ed's final "I don't" slammed the brakes on their roller coaster romance. With him calling off the wedding for good, this marked the end of a tumultuous journey for the couple. With Happily Ever After turning sour, viewers are left wondering, did Liz and Big Ed ever find love? Or was their relationship destined for disaster from the start?